How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff, not just Jujutsu Kaisen. We do plenty of stuff. But we got chapter 156 today, so you know it's an awesome day. You always gotta love Jujutsu Kaisen. And Megumi literally went like 5-6D level chess on this. Like, Megumi is too smart for his own good. I know those Sasuke memes and this, but on an intellectual level, like finding out the weakness or finding out a technique in a fight mid-battle, he went Sasuke Kakashi levels in this chapter. He did a phenomenal job. But anyway, getting into it, last time we left off with him using Rabbit Escape. This time, no different. Rabbit Escape is going all over the rooftop. However, if you pay attention, you can actually tell before Panda and Megumi mention it, you can tell that they were swarming around Hoshi, but not actually able to touch them, and swarming around the monitoring room, not able to go touch it either. But they could touch Panda just fine. Panda was being cute as always, just sliding down all of the rabbits. So Hoshi actually ends up telling us that he or she, I don't really know which they prefer to be called. It dressed femininely, but, or man, I don't know. Anyway, Hoshi says that they mark cursed energy with their technique. That's why the Shikigami get attracted to, well, Megumi, because they are sharing his cursed energy. They're made from his cursed energy. So the rabbit escape is marked, and Hoshi thinks it's just going to swarm around Megumi and crush him. Well, we get a very gruesome panel of the rabbit escape being deactivated and just turning into shadow blood. So yeah, anyway, those are gone. Megumi and Panda start discussing what happened with the rabbit escape, saying that it can't go near Hoshi, it can't go near the monitoring room, but it can go near Panda, and it can go up to the second floor, and obviously around Megumi. So since Megumi already saw the A Crux star on the rabbits, and the GA Crux star on the door, I don't know all the proper pronunciations, so I'm just making it simple. He asks Panda if Panda has a star and a word on him. Panda does this cute little pose where he looks around at his own butt, and he sees his and my star there. Relays that to Megumi. Megumi starts looking for a star and a word on himself, and sure enough, he finds the A Crux star down on his abdomen, and Akutami took this time and this opportunity to give people who are into, Megumi, a nice little taste, because Megumi is jacked. Like, this kid is ripped. He has no business being, like 16 and having a six-pack like that, but hey, I mean, I guess everybody can be jealous. So yeah, he finds the A Crux star on him as well, and Megumi's able to really start putting things together. He knows about 3 different stars now. So Megumi ends up doing all of these crazy genius 4D level chess whatever mental gymnastics to figure out eventually that there is actually 5 stars. Before this, he did bluff saying that the curse technique was based on the constellation the Southern Cross. He wasn't entirely sure, but he was right, and Hoshi's reaction let him know that no, I can be 100% sure it is based off that. So all of the conjecture about the Southern Cross and the MI star and all this was correct. So, 5th star being a cross, what's going on here? Well, you could put a star in the middle of the cross where they meet, but even without that, the Southern Cross is actually a lot of times depicted with a 5th cross off to the side of the star, and there's a lot of times it is depicted with 5, even though there is just 4 at the end of each point. So yeah, this goes along with the Southern Cross in real life. It's a real constellation. And yeah, like I said, Megumi does these mental gymnastics to figure out that there is an order that you have to go in. If you want to get to the final star, which is more than likely the monitoring room, you're going to have to touch or activate each one of the stars leading up to it. So since they can't get next to Hoshi, and Hoshi can't get next to them, they know there's a star in between them. As Hoshi starts to figure out that they have figured it out, they decide to go on the offensive. This is when Panda tries to intercept going around the little barrier they were around. This doesn't work because Hoshi runs over and slams on top of a car, Yuji style, sending cars flying through the air. Well, at the same time, they marked the car with the Imai star. and it goes slamming into Panda, and now Panda can't get away from the car and is basically immobilized. At this point, Megumi is running to the other side of the roof because he was able to find residual cursed energy on one of the parking blocks that has the third or fifth star. Fifth star, but third in the route. So he runs over to slap that. I actually initially wondered why Hoshi wasn't giving chase, because, I mean, Hoshi has to know where the star is at. But instead, it turns out Hoshi was taking this time to mark a bunch of parking blocks with the same star that was on Megumi. So Megumi slaps the third star in the row, allowing him to then approach Hoshi, but he turns around and there are a bunch of parking blocks flying at him through the air. That was terrifying. Like, what do you do? Run on the other side of a wall? Speaking of the other side of a wall, it turns out Megumi's master plan was to not deactivate Cone Totality. He left it on the other side of that wall that he started on at the beginning of the chapter. Now that he touched that third star in the line, he and Cone Totality can both approach Hoshi. Hoshi, who is now in between Megumi and Cone Totality, hops over the wall, gets attracted to Megumi because they share cursed energy, intercepts Hoshi along the way at like Mach speeds, and whoop, just brings him right to Megumi. All Megumi has to do is just grab him, put him on the ground, arm lock, and he's like, all right, just listen to what we have to say. Bam, done. They are subdued. We can just stop and talk and stop dealing with this ridiculously crazy curse technique. So yeah, Hoshi says, love rendezvous, interstellar flight, release. I don't know if the translation is going to change in the official, but yeah. So they release their curse technique. Megumi got him down. We're done. We're good. End of chapter. Megumi is a genius. Not just analytically figuring out this curse technique one step at a time with little bits of information stacking on top of each other, but his mind games with getting Hoshi's reaction to reveal the fact that he had the truth figured out, even though he wasn't sure. On top of that, the sneaky play with Cone Totality staying over the wall, using Rabbit Escape to figure out where his cursed energy could and could not go, using the residuals to find the fifth star. All of this stuff. Megumi is an absolute genius. Which, I mean, we already knew he was really smart, but my goodness, he was extremely impressive. And when it comes to Hoshi's curse technique, yeah, I'm saying it right now. This is a very powerful curse technique. That is very tricky to deal with. However, now that we know all the ins and outs and whatnot, for all those people that were out there like, is this rivaling Gojo's technique? No. I had said that. No. This is not going to rival the Limitless, especially Limitless with 6 eyes. Not even close. But, still with that being said, very powerful. And yeah, it made for a very intricate and strange chapter that I had to reread multiple times, and I didn't even go in depth in the review on all the mind games and information sorting and stacking that Megumi did to get to his final conclusion. But there's a train going by, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like I said, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the chapter 2, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.